Hi guys, this is part 4 of the video series where I solve coding math problems, and this section is for logic 1. I solved squirrel cigar and date fashion and then squirrel play the last 3 videos. In this video, I'm going to solve caught speeding. I highly suggest that you solve the problems on your own before you watch the solution. And something that I highly suggest is probably first of all, watching my first 3 videos that I published. And second is to just write out your logic because that's where people catch their mistakes the most. And it's something that really helped me learn logical thinking. I like to call it hard coding, or I like to call it you can call it whatever you want. Just write out what you're thinking and write out what you need your problem to do. I think just doing that will really help you and develop your logical skills. Okay, so now let's start by understanding this question. So let's start off by highlighting the problem statement. You're driving a little too fast and a police officer stops you. Write a code to compute the result. Encode it as an integer value. Okay. 0 is no ticket, 1 is small ticket, and 2 is big ticket. If the speed is 60 or less, 60 or less. Oops, I forgot to highlight the or. Result is 0. If speed is between 60 and 80 inclusive, result is 1. If speed is 81 or more, result is 2. Unless it's your birthday, ooh, on that day, your speed can be 5 higher, all cases. Okay. So as you can see, this has a little bit more thinking than what we did in all of our previous 3 problems. So this is going to be fun to solve. So the first thing we're going to do is think about our conditions, right? So we realize here that there are 2 conditions. One is your speed, and something that affects whether you get a ticket or not is your birthday. So I think using hierarchical thinking, our if-else conditions, the outer if-else conditions should be based on your birthday. So let's write out the outline for that. If is underscore birthday is equal to true, then something else, because it's either your birthday or it isn't, we'll have something there. Okay, so now that we know that, we see here, let's code for if it's not your birthday, because that's the first few that they're including. So if speed is 60 or less, so if speed is equal, because it says 60 or less, we know that it's 60 inclusive. So 60 is less than 60 is equal to 60 or less. Return indentation. Sorry. Remember, indentation is key in Python. If speed then returns 0, that means no ticket. If, because you have your another condition in between, you'll say if it's between speed is less than or equal to 61 and oops, I got a little confused there. Okay, so for this one, it's not greater than, it's less than. So if speed is less than 61 and speed is actually, okay, so for this one, it would be less than or equal to 60. But for this one, it has to be greater than or equal to 61. And speed has to be less than or equal to 80 because it has to be in the range. So if we write it in mathematical terms, what it essentially has to be is between 61 and 80 inclusive, so an interval notation, it has to be more than 61 but less than 80 is essentially what it's saying. So that's why that works. Let's select. Okay. Then return 1 and else, anything else. Or actually, here, since there's another condition, technically we could write else, but for the sake of proving the validity of the question, what we're gonna say is speed is greater than or equal to 81, return 2. So now let's solve it for is birthday is equal to true, right? So what we see here, the speed can be 5 higher in all cases. So we're gonna essentially copy paste all of these conditions. Oops. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna try indenting all of these ones because for some reason, oops, indentations are really off. Okay. Oh, I need to indent these two. We'll indent them later. Okay, so we need to add 5 to everything. 60 plus 5, 65. 61 plus 5, 66. 85 plus 5, 85. Sorry, 80 plus 5, 85. And yeah, there we go. Those are all of our conditions. And now what we can start doing is we can start coding. So if is birthday equal to true, then if speed is less than or equal to 65, return 0. If speed is greater than or equal to 66 and speed is equal to 85, return 1. Oops, I put a semicolon here. Do not put semicolons at the end in Python. That is not proper syntax. If speed is greater, forgot to add 5 here. So this should technically be 86. Return 2. Now we'll go out to the outer else statement. If speed is less than or equal to 60, return 0. If speed put a 61 and return 1. Else if speed is less than or equal to 81, return greater than. Return 2. There we go. And these are the notes for the problem. I'm just gonna okay, sorry. These are the notes for the problem, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, please again email my email address, and any suggestions and feedback are greatly appreciated. Please email them again. Comments don't work because this is on YouTube. Kids, please do email me any questions. I will be happy to answer. Thank you so much. Bye.